Peace, 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 peace to you who are joining me. Seeing this live as the recording it shall soon become. I am giving a little bit of time for others to join me to see that I've gone live, so definitely be patient. Nevertheless, thank you for joining me. Let me grab my notes. Peace and greetings. Let me know that you guys can hear me. Thanks so much for joining, guys. Hey, hey, hey. Divine rising on this lovely full moon energy. I'm going to be sharing what the full moon is going to be doing and briefly just kind of give a one-liner for how it is going to affect all 12 signs of the zodiac. Excellent. I'm happy you guys can hear me. I can't place my phone down. It's telling me I can't turn it sideways. Let me see if I can now. Nope. I have to keep it this way. Okay, so before we dive in, let's look at the T word of wisdom for the day. An attitude of gratitude brings opportunities. I am so happy that this says this because I was just speaking to a friend of mine yesterday about just manifesting different things in your life and maintaining a positive attitude so that you can stay in the high vibration of your manifestation. And so one of the things that I was sharing with her that I'm going to end up doing a video on, I was talking about, recognizing the fact that our energy, our attitudes, our thoughts create our reality. And it's very important to pay attention to the energy that we have because when we have negative energy, that's what we're going to manifest. So what I do, I have this game that I kind of play with myself, this gratitude game that I play with myself. If I'm in a mode of dealing with a certain energy that I'm not really appreciating or something that I don't really want to experience or I'm frustrated, irritated or whatever, I look at the situation, I see the root of it, why my ego is upset, because only the ego gets upset, the higher self doesn't. And immediately I shift into thinking about things I could be grateful for. I'm grateful that we have beautiful weather for the day. I'm grateful that, I'm here, I'm alive. I'm grateful that my children are fine. I just immediately start to think about things that I am grateful for and really bring that energy in and feel that gratefulness. And when I do that, I see that the situation that I was currently upset about, it ends up fixing itself because I'm not putting up any resistant energy towards it, and I am tapped into the energy of gratefulness, and so many good things could be birthed there. So I'm really happy that this is the word of the day from the T. And for those of you who have just joined, the word of the day from the T is an attitude of gratitude brings opportunities. So nevertheless, let's keep that attitude of gratitude no matter what is going on, the chaos that is taking place in the world. Let's remain grateful, looking at the things that we can be grateful for. I'm certain that there are things that are unfortunate, that are happening in life, but there are things that we can be grateful for. And we need to pay attention to those so we can bring more of that energy in. The other day, I'm an Aquarius, and so I'm always experimenting and trying new things and switching things up, and I need to stop, okay? And this is what this full moon is about. I accidentally got a razor burn on my face. I'm going to show you guys. You guys can see it right here. From utilizing this new tool or technique to kind of shave or, buffer the hair off the face. And I'm like, I knew that I shouldn't have because I knew the full moon conjunct my sun and all of these things, and my skin was just so silky smooth and beautiful. But so it frustrated me that I even did that to myself. I did it on this side too because I was shaving the hair off my cheeks, but I did it more on the other side. But so now I'm tuning in and tapping into the energy of gratitude Because despite that I have this irritation on my face, I'm still a beautiful woman. Despite the irritation that's on my face, I still know what it's gonna take in order to remove it. I know that it's not gonna be here for forever, you know? So I'm just writing with the energy of gratitude. And also, I'm happy that I learned a lesson. I learned a lot about hair. And it's funny because Aquarius rules hair. I learned that when you even have hair on your face, it's a good thing because it helps to maintain a certain level of contouring on the face. It's like natural contouring. So I will never shave my face ever again. Mark my words. Not I even shaved my mustache. I wish I didn't. Because it's not really thick, but it just allows you to have, you know, a nice sense of contouring. Nevertheless, that's the energy of gratitude I'm writing with. Now, when it comes to the full moon in Aquarius, I'm looking at my notes that I have right here, if you guys can see them. This full moon is at 22 degrees. It started about 5 a.m. Pacific Coast Standard Time, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this moon is doing so many things. So many things. I'm seeing a comment. This moon is making so many interesting aspects. It is just cranking up a lot of things, you know, and I'm going to talk about these things before I get into how it's going to affect all 12 signs. So be patient because even the things that it's going to affect on a mundane level, I thought this shirt was more appropriate. Even I'm going to talk about how it's going to affect things on a mundane level. These things are going to affect all of us, okay? So first things first, this moon is making oppositions to Venus, to Mars, and of course to the sun. That's what makes it a full moon in the first place. And so let's think about what the moon is. The moon deals with our inner world, our personal self, our emotions, our home, our family, our past, lineage, the way that we think about the past, our memories as well. The moon rules feminine energy, females, all of these things. And with it making this opposition, peace and greetings, with it making the opposition that it's making to the to Venus and to Mars energy and a bit of Mercury, but Mercury's in another sign, but it's making no, Mercury is now in Leo, so it's making this opposition, and it's telling us that it's time to reflect on the relationships that we have with others and to think about the energy that we bring into these relationships. It's really important that we see this, and it's also important that we are authentic with the feelings that we have, you know, that we're not playing games, that we are authentic and that we are feeling the love that we truly feel and learning how to express it properly. The full moon in Aquarius, with all this oppositional energy, is telling you to look at yourself from the lens. Excuse me, I got lipstick on my teeth. From the lens and from that's what I just did. I just looked at myself from the lens of others. That's so funny. But it's telling us to look at ourselves from the lens of others, from people that we're in a romantic connection with, and even from just people in general. You know, how are other people seeing you? And when you're able to do this, when you're able to see yourself from the lens of other people, this is going to help you to appreciate yourself that much more. It's going to help you to love yourself that much more. It may even show you in what ways you may need to adjust, you know, the different things that you may need to change, the things that you may need to shift in your life so that you can, you know, exemplify yourself in the way that you want to be perceived by others. Because we all want to be seen in a particular type of a light. And if we want to be seen in a particular type of a light, then we need to see how other people are seeing us so that we can know how to adjust that light. Now, the full moon being in Aquarius is going to shake up a lot of things. It's going to really help us to see the different changes that we have made in our lives. And it's helping us to see how these changes have assisted us in our lives, how they have my neighbor is yelling, how they have improved our lives, okay? Now, I'm going to close the door so she might be yelling for a cool minute. So it's going to help us to see what we even need to change, what more needs to be changed in our lives. Now, understand Aquarius is the sign that rules source energy. It helps us to recognize our relationship with source and help us to embrace more of source's energy within ourselves and help us to recognize the things that we need to shift and change so that we can become more aligned with source's energy. And Aquarius deals with revelations, revolutions, epiphanies, miracles, and so you do want to make the different changes in your life so that you could align with source's energy, so that source can show to you and reveal to you the different things that you need to do in your life in order to have the revelations, have the epiphanies, or to create miracles in your life because you are actually able to do so. Okay? So I feel like that's a very powerful thing when it comes to, that's the most powerful thing, is the fact that this energy, this moon greatly deals with source and helps us to see our relationship or connection to source. In life on earth, like I've stated before, like I've shared before, life on earth is about us expressing the light of source in human form, because the only thing that lives forever is our energy, and the energy that is in us is the energy that we are that we get from source utilizing in these bodies. So our life on planet earth is about us expressing our individual light of source, our beauty of source's energy, and all of these things. Now, with this particular full moon, we will be given certain revelations. Yep, exactly. That is very true. Thanks for that about the razor and the face and stuff like that. And I knew it too. And it's so funny, my intuition, because Aquarius deals with the intuition, I was totally given intuition. It conjuncts my Mercury. But I still was like, okay, whatever. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to experiment. I'm going to see what happens just to get that lesson. So I'm not too mad about it, but it's been there for days now already. Okay, so nevertheless, you will be given revelations on with this moon, and these revelations are not for you to just keep to yourself. These revelations, this message that you're going to be given, is going to be given to you so that you could assist humanity in as a whole, help us to rise up, help us to level up, help us to grow, and help us to evolve. So you do want to be as clear as you possibly can be in your body so that you could be clear on the revelations that are being given to you, okay? These revelations are going to really help you to recognize your future, for you to see into the future of yourself and the future of humanity. Now, the revelations that many people are getting are the revelations of what's going to be taking place in the year 2020. Just next year, what is going to be happening? Next year, we have the Great Conjunction, Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn, and everybody is talking about this. But it is a big deal. It's a major deal. One of the aspects haven't happened. We haven't had this particular full aspect happen in over 1,000 years now, So this is very major. This is very important. And so you want to know what shifts and changes are coming into your life with the energy that this full moon is going to be bringing to you. Now, also, Aquarius rules the internet and technology overall. So you want to pay attention to what's going on with the internet or technology, all of these things. Like for me, I finally got a blue light. My cat is trying to get in the house now that I closed the balcony door. But I finally got a blue light protector screen put on my phone so that I think my neighbor's done yelling, so that I could protect my eyesight. Now, the blue light, is ruled by Aquarius, because all things that are of technology are ruled by Aquarius. And, oh, wow, there's an urgent update for Microsoft Windows today. That is so interesting. Thank you for sharing that news. But full moons are about releasing and letting go. So I am letting go of the blue light energy, and I, definitely recommend for others to do the same. But it would be very wise within these next couple of weeks to even get off of the internet for a while, let it go for a moment, maybe for a day or two, and just kind of detach. Like, I unplugged my entire Wi-Fi and I didn't get online for many, many hours throughout the day and went to sleep with no Wi-Fi, and it felt really good. It felt really peaceful. I felt like I was in tune to my authentic energy. And I really recommend that others do the same thing. Another thing, this full moon, and I'm not going to be able to say everything that it rules because we're only on here for 30 minutes, and I do want to give the delineations of how it's going to affect the signs personally. But there's just so much to share. So full moon in Aquarius definitely helps you to let go of your false reality, fake friends, all fake things. And it also helps you to recognize who your real true friends are and what friendship really truly means to you. And even how are you exemplifying yourself as a real true friend to others. Okay, now I'm gonna look at my notes. So this moon too, with the opposition to Mars, with the dealing with relationships, you really want to look into how you express your passion when it comes to your relationships. This is definitely a lot of sexual energy. For people who have been coupled for a while, you want to bring something new into the bedroom, show a whole nother level of passion to the relationship, show a level of excitement. You guys want to date and like be children again. And remember what love felt like when you were in love when you were a child, when you had a crush on someone or something like that. Now, with this moon being in a sign of Aquarius, understand that there could be accidents. There could be accidents, like I'm dealing with the accident of the razor burn to my face. There could be accidents involving children, and these accidents could bring forth some form of blood, okay, because Mars is right there. So there could be an accident with someone scraping their knee, bleeding, or something like that. Someone driving cars, such and such. So many different types of accidents can take place. So you do want to take heed to this energy. You want to be more of an observer to this particular energy, and be mindful. Like, I plan to stay in the house today and just kind of be open, be aware, be conscious, to meditate a lot more, to take it easy, and to embrace the shifts and changes as they come about. So also when it comes to relationships, because this particular moon deals with relationships a lot because of all of the oppositional energy, and then with Venus being there and with Aries being there, you could be in a relationship where your partner ends up receiving a certain level of attention that makes you feel a bit uncomfortable, where you can feel like, okay, why is she looking at my man like that? Or why is he talking to my girl like that? Or what is my partner doing? Are they trying to get attention? So on and so forth. Now, this could affect the ego. You really want to pay attention to how your ego is feeling and not fall victim to your ego at this particular time, because it is more sensitive now, and especially with relationships, than it is at other times. Okay, now I did see something when it came to Nicki Minaj, and she totally fell completely victim to the moon and all of this stuff. Anyway, someone was on her social media, Aquarius, saying something negative about her partner, opposition. He was getting negative attention, Leo. They were saying, and these are children that are saying this stuff, but they were saying like, oh, he's using you, or, you're too grown to be dating somebody like this, or to be posing like this. Basically getting negative attention for the relationship she's in. That's all of what's happening with this particular full moon. Instead of taking the higher road, what Saturn and Capricorn in her first house is trying to tell her to do, she fell victim to the childishness, and made herself look really stupid, saying Black Girl Tragic. And Black Girl Tragic is a hashtag for Black girls that have gone missing, rather than Black girls being foolish. And she's just making herself look really, really stupid. And people are really dragging her for this, for using that hashtag is Aquarius, okay? All things that are on the internet is Aquarius. So she's getting this bad attention. And we need to pay attention to this, how it could be affecting us in our own lives, how we're getting negative attention, like my shirt that it literally does not have a button, but I'm trying to keep myself closed up. But yeah, we just need to pay attention to these types of things. And I'm going to actually even be doing a live on negative attention and what happens from a spiritual perspective when people are shooting down people of other ethnicities, but especially black women. Black women don't say nothing. They're just over here chilling. And then somebody wants to say something negative. Oh, no darkies come to my party. Oh, I don't like black women. Oh, you women with nappy hair. I don't want the women with the nappy hair. I only want the women with the good hair. And it's like, every time someone says something negative, especially celebrities say something negative about black women when black women hadn't done anything to them, they end up falling from grace. Like ever since Lil Wayne said in that song, what did he say? He said, beautiful black woman, I bet that bitch look better red. Ever since he said that, his whole fame started to dwindle because his greatest supporters have been black women. But on a cosmic spiritual level, he started dealing with seizures, going to the emergency room. He's not doing shows as much anymore. He's just like going through a whole lot of stuff. Now he actually looks like a gremlin, a goblin, or whatever. I love his music. I do listen to his music when I work out. But he started to go through a lot of stuff because that was so uncalled for. And he even, before he said that, he said, you know, how do you say what's never said? Beautiful black woman, I bet that bitch look better red. But he's only showing his own self-hate, you know, because he is a dark-skinned black man. And then he has a dark-skinned daughter. Like, how could you say something like that? And then, you know, Chris Brown said something about, you know, he only liked the black women with good hair. So that literally means he doesn't like women like myself. I don't have quote unquote good hair or what people think is good hair, but I do have good hair because my hair is strong, it's healthy, and it keeps me connected to source energy. It keeps me intelligent. It is 9 ether. It is unbreakable. It is strong, and it is actually attractively beautiful. It has volume. I don't have to spray a whole bunch of hairspray in my hair so it can stand up and be beautiful like other people do. Then I got beautiful diamonds and crystals sewn into my hair. People can't do this with their hair. What you talking about, good hair? I'll show you what some good hair is. And the reason why I'm speaking about this is because Aquarius, yes, rules thine hair. Okay, so yeah, not 6 ether, not that dead hair. My hair is very beautiful. It's 9 ether hair, okay? 4C, whatever you want to call it, okay? But yeah, so we got to pay attention to our energy, because that's what the full moon in Aquarius is about. What energy are you putting out there into the world? How is it negatively affecting yourself? You know, and this full moon is about letting go of the chaos in your life. Like, I'm letting go of the chaos in my life. I'm not going to be experimenting on myself too much. I will a little bit, but I'm not going to be doing it too much and too randomly. And I'm gonna just start listening to my science a lot more, because my science told me not to do it. Okay. Yes, I love my locks and my hair. That just gave me chills. Yes, absolutely. And so another thing with it ruling the hair, you guys don't want to cut your hair right now. I know many people want to cut their hair. You should have cut it the day before yesterday or something like that. But you want to take care of your hair. Now, if you've been dealing with a lot of toxic energy in your life and you just need to get rid of the energy in your life, like you dealt with a death or you dealt with something major, you do want to cut your hair. It will be beneficial to let go of the energy so that you could restart and refresh and revitalize your life. Now, let me see. Mercury is out of its shadow, you guys. It's out of the shadow phase, so we could definitely rejoice to that and celebrate that at this particular time. Kudos. Now, Mercury is at the degree that it was or that the eclipse was at back in 2017. So you want to pay attention to what was going on then and see how it is affecting your life. Like for me, I'm not going to share how it's affecting my life, but it definitely is what was happening then. I was dealing with a lot of energy. I drove all the way to Oregon to see the eclipse, and I was going through a whole lot of things with relationships and all of that. And I see that that chaotic energy is now gone out of my life, and I'm on a whole brand new chapter in my reality, and it is so beautiful. Now, when it comes to money, you know, we're seeing a lot of things happening with money, with the Venus opposition to this, but also with Uranus being square to this and Uranus being in Taurus, a sign of money. There is a lot going on when it comes to money. We're seeing ups and downs. Now, you really want to pay attention to your own energy and realize that your energy is going to reflect your earning potential. When it comes to your finances, you want to take charge of your money, how you spend it and how you earn it and how you utilize it and how you even view it, you know. And you want to tap and tune into the energy of abundance. People could be dealing with a lot of fears and chaotic energy when it comes to money, feeling like they're not going to have enough to take care of their means and all of that. Understand that that is a false notion, but you have to pull yourself out of the energy of it in order for you to tap and tune into the abundance that is here for us to partake in. Okay, before I wrap up, let me see what else I wanted to share with you guys. We see the shifts with the stock market. I called that out. That's so funny. The stock market is messaging me right now, telling me that something is down today, right when I mentioned that. That's so funny. I'm signed up with Robinhood app to trade stocks and all of that type of stuff. I'm big on that. I love it. I love the stock market. I love the shifts and changes. I love investing. I just love it all. I mean, I have my my North Node in the second sign of my chart. So money is important, and knowing what to do with money, saving money, you know, being responsible and being practical, all of that type of stuff is very important to me, although I am mystical and genius and all of that stuff. That's another thing. This full moon will bring out your inner genius for you to share with other people. Okay, so this can the energy, all of the energy could cause shifts in the way that you feel about yourself, the shifts in your value system, the shifts in how you are. Wow, this is an interesting message I'm receiving. The shifts in how you feel worthy or unworthy, or just how you place value on things in your life. And understand that this isn't the sign of Aquarius, so we could just literally have some strange, weird things happen. Of course, we could have some unpredictable things happen. Some of the weirdest people could come up saying all kind of crazy. I got people in my inbox saying the weirdest things, but understand that a lot of this weird stuff comes because people are having uploads and downloads and all of this type of stuff, you know, coming from the higher realms, you know. So when you have things coming, messages coming from the higher realms, it's going to be weird. You know, it's going to be unclear. It's going to be like, well, what is that? You know, so we are dealing with a lot of alien energy. Other people tapped into alien energy, people receiving downloads and messages from the cosmic world, you know, so things can come through kind of static and kind of unexpected, and, you know, like, why did he just say that? Like, oh, she's spazzing and all of that, because this time it kind of, you know, merges the higher realms and other dimensional realms with our realm. So even if you feel like you're going through weird things and shifts and changes, it can it's because of that. And yeah, it can be strange, weird, unpredictable, and even scary. All right, before I get into how this is going to affect all 12 signs of the zodiac, which I'm about to do, I just want to say happy birthday or happy Earth Day, because he is no longer on this earth, but this is his Earth Day. Hermes Asgadom, Nipsey Hussle, much light and love to you. Thank you for the work that you did here on planet Earth, and you are continuing to do work, and we feel your energy. We appreciate you. Also, for those of you who want to know, for the women out there who want to know how to do different spiritual rituals with the energy of the full moons and the new moons, and want to stay updated with the astrological cycle and seasons, and want to stay connected to women who are learning how to utilize astrology as a guidance tool in their life, Join my Astrology as a Lifestyle membership program. I will put that in the description box when this is done uploading, but you can find me on Instagram, and you could check my link in my bio on Instagram, my link tree, and you can click on Astrology as a Lifestyle membership program, and we have monthly meetups. You get discounts on readings and different things like that, and you are just a part of a community of women. We talk about astrology all day, every day, and stay attuned and aligned with it and all of that. All right, now also, I have my fall semester of my courses coming up. If you guys are wanting to learn astrology on a deeper level, join the fall semester. You can pay the deposit and make your payments, or you can pay in full. We have the beginners course and we have the intermediate course. So and the first day starts August 2nd, but you want to start making your payments now so you don't feel overwhelmed or anything like that. But the courses are live on the Zoom network, and we do them once a week. Once for the beginner's course, once for the intermediate course. You can take both courses. They are on different days. And the classes are recorded, so if you miss class, you can catch the recording. And it's 2 astrologers teaching you at one time, so you're getting full information of astrology, and you're learning things that you can't learn on Google. It starts October the 2nd. I don't know if I said September, but I meant to say October. Nevertheless, let me get into how this full moon is going to affect the 12 signs. One sentence for each sign, okay? Aries, we're gonna start with Aquarius. Aquarius, this is telling you to let go of a certain perception that you may have in reality. It's telling you to harmonize a lot more when it comes to your relationships. Pay attention to the energy that you're putting off into the world. And it's telling you to recognize the focus that you have within your life. Pisces, this is telling you to let go of the weird energy that you have when it comes to your fears. Let those go. They are unnecessary, and learn to become your best friend rather than your own worst enemy, and see how you are being your own worst enemy. Aries, this moon is telling you to let go of some toxic friendships that you may have, let go of some toxic connections that you may even have on the internet, or even internet issues or technological issues. It's time to let those go, let things come to a height or a culmination, or to maybe change up your presence, your online presence. Taurus, this is going to affect your career, what you're doing at work, who you're working with, or even your superiors. Gemini, this full moon is going to affect your traveling and your education. You may be coming off of a trip, or you may be planning to go on some form of a vacation or a trip, but you want to be mindful of dealings when it comes to other countries that are not of your own homeland. And Cancer, this full moon is telling you to let go of your fears and to let go of control. You may be trying to control certain things in your life, and that energy of control could be quite toxic. Some of you are being called to let go of your friends with benefits situations and let go of any psychological traumas or just trauma overall that you may be dealing with. Leo, this is telling you to let go of any toxic relationships that you may have, any partners that are seeing things one-sided, or let go of your arrogance and within your relationships, okay? Virgo, this moon is telling you to let go of certain things that you're doing in your workspace or environment, or to let go of a job that is not necessarily serving you. Let go of certain connections at work. Or it could be telling you that your pet is not feeling well and you need to let your animal, your pet go, okay? Or your pet peeves and your ideas of perfection as well. Libra, this full moon could be affecting the lives of children around you, any interactions with children that are not healthy, that are not ideal. You got to let them go. You may be called to handle certain financial obligations in regards to children at this particular time. You could have a child that's dealing with some type of an accident at school, or yeah, you could have a surprise connection from a romantic partnership. Oh, wow. Excellent. Thanks for sharing that, sis. And who's next? Scorpio. Scorpio, this full moon could be affecting your home life and environment. There could be matters at home, negative energy within your home environment that you need to release or let go of. Certain family members that you need to let go of as well, or a certain energy that you may have from your past that you may be letting go, holding on to, that could be holding you back from propelling you into your future. You also need to look at the foundation of your life and see how it is shaping your future. Sagittarius, this moon is telling you to let go of certain negative, toxic thoughts and even negative interactions that you may have with your siblings. Any thoughts, any negative thoughts that you may have towards your siblings, all of these kinds of things, you need to let those go. And you also need to let go of your need to just simply be blunt and authentic in a way that it could be harmful to others, where it can come off as though you are uncaring. You still need to be caring and kind while still being honest and truthful. You got to learn that balance, okay? Because that's with all the signs. You got to learn the balance of all of this energy because of the oppositional energy and the square energy and all of that type of stuff, okay? But that's specifically for you, Sagittarius. Capricorn, this full moon is telling you to pay attention to the way that you are expressing your sense of self-worth, to pay attention to what's happening with you financially. You may need to change something. And remember, this moon brings changes. You may need to change something when it comes to your financial earnings, obligations, or the way that you are receiving things online. There may be something going on with your website that you need to tune into, that you need to shift and or change. And I think my tea has gone cold. I'm gonna have to brew it again or warm it up. But nevertheless, that is briefly how it's gonna affect all 12 signs of the zodiac. I hope that you guys enjoyed this live. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it up, because I think like at the beginning my shirt was open and I don't know, I gotta check. But yeah, I gotta check on things. I'm just feeling a little more exposed because this moon is conjunct my sun, and my razor burn. This moon is tough, but it's fun. It's just fun to observe the dealings and the workings of the universe and all of that. So, and that's what we need to be. We need to understand that we are source energy observing human existence and how it flows, and we just need to learn to enjoy it in all the different changes that it comes with. And we need to learn to be more free and be more open, and understand what it means to be free. What is freedom to you? What is authenticity to you? What is realness to you? You know, what is friendship to you? What does your inner rebel tell you to do with your life? And how could your inner rebel, are you suppressing your inner rebel? And how could your inner rebel assist society, assist the whole? You know, it's saying all of these things to us. And I know you said to not let you guys go, but I have to. I will see you guys soon, and pray for my face to heal, or send me some healing energy. You guys have energy, so you can send it. You're welcome. Thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys. I hope I enlightened you guys and touched on what you're looking for your sign. If not, definitely read my posts. I have a lot of posts. Or join Astrology as a Lifestyle, or just keep up with me on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, and the whole nine. I really love sharing with you guys. Peace and divine light. Bye-bye.